Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. This reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. I'm going to be taking a look at the astrology chart and letting you know which planets may be affecting you most this week. Aries. When I talk about the houses, I'm talking about Aries ascendants only. So first of all, I want to start with the 7th of May. The 7th of May, we will have the moon in Virgo will be trining the sun in Taurus. So you may be receiving current news around this time or new information coming your way. Now here it's saying that this energy between the moon in Virgo, which is a very earth energy, so that's emotions, very grounded energy, will be trining and helping the energy of the sun in Taurus. So again, it's all very grounded energy, it's all earth energy where this is occurring. So it's quite harmonious flow between the two energies here. That's the sun and the moon will be in harmonious flow. So this will be the inner world of the moon and the outward world of the sun. So the expression versus the emotions. It could give a sense of groundedness, confidence, or emotional security at this time. So it brings with it emotional balance and practical balance as well, because we are talking about the grounded energies of earth signs, or earth suits being the Taurus and the Virgo energy. Now on the 8th of May, we'll have the moon in Virgo. It will be opposing Saturn in Pisces. So the moon in Virgo, let me take a look at that for you, Aries. This will be your energy, will be the 6th house energy. This will be affecting your health. It will be affecting how you care for other people as well. Energy. So I won't take all of those cards. I'll just take that bottom card. So we had the moon in Virgo previously. Now the moon in Virgo for you is going to, of course, be your 6th house, as I was talking about. So we're going to be bringing this helpful energy between the 6th house and the 5th house, the 5th house of Taurus energy. So it's helpful energy between the two. The 5th house wants you to have more fun, wants you to be more creative. So we've got this very creative energy going on around you in a grounded, practical way. But it's also bringing in emotions and a creative intuition at this time as well. So let me see with the cards on the table that we have for you around this area. We'll have exciting new news on the horizon, but maybe needing to be very brave and courageous around that energy. So I do feel coming into the middle of the week, there may be some heavier energy coming up for you. Now let me take a look at what the planets are doing at that time around you. Now you have Neptune just moving into your 1st house there, Aries, if you're an Aries ascendant. So you've already got a stellium of planets sitting there. You have, as we went through last week, Chiron. We have Mercury still sitting there in Aries, alongside of Venus and Chiron, the wounded healer, and just to be joined recently by Neptune. Neptune wants to dissolve anything that's not working for you. It wants you to take a look at where your boundaries are and taking on extra things. So 10 of Wands is also kind of like a boundaries card. So it's when you keep putting things on your back, jobs and duties, and you keep saying yes to everything. So this Neptune in your 1st house is now saying, we want you to have a bit more eternal connection spiritually. So you need to stop weighing yourself up with physical duties here. So you need to take more time to say no where you have to. Take a look at your boundaries. Where are your boundaries here? Neptune wants you to address how you're being treated, how you're connecting and balancing your physical and your spiritual here. Now we have the 7 of Ether. This is my Ether deck, and it is saying it wants to enlighten you. It wants to bring in more information, make you feel freer, lighter, less tethered here, the energy around that. Now 7th house is your could be around relationships, so it could be wanting to ascend and your relationships and take them to a higher state and not feel so complicated or bound here with this energy here. A bit more connection, spiritual connection, but maybe even some 7th house connection taking place here as well. Now joyful radiance, bringing exuberance and bliss. So it's a beautiful heightened energy coming in around you, raising your beautiful energy here. Now we do have on the 10th of May, we'll have, let me just find what the 10th of May is. We've got the moon in Libra, and it'll be trining Jupiter. As I go back through the charts and take a look at the energy around the 10th of May, let's have a look. So we've got the 10th of May. We've got the, I'm just moving through my astrology chart as I'm reading on the screen here. It will be the moon in Libra, trining the energy of Jupiter in Gemini. Now this is beautiful energy. So Libra will be your 7th house. This is how I've said the 7th house energy is here. Trining is beautiful energy. It's harmonious energy. It's trining energy with Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of luck, expansion and growth, and beautiful big energy coming up around you. So this is good news for relationships around you, as we have the moon in Libra in your relationship house, your 7th house, trining the energies of Jupiter in Gemini. Now Gemini for you is going to be your third house, correct? It's your communication. So you may find some beautiful communication with partners or people around you during this time. Now on the 11th of May, we'll have a Scorpio moon. The moon moves into Scorpio, and it will be opposing the Taurus energy. Exactly, as I move forward just on my screen so I can see, we'll have that Taurus energy of Mercury at 1 degree in Taurus, sitting across from the moon in Scorpio 3 degrees. Now what does that mean? It means emotional and rational conflict. The Scorpio moon is all about hidden truths and deep feelings, but Taurus Mercury wants to be really straightforward with the communication. So there could be a little bit of push and pull energy, or a little bit of struggling energy to try and balance what's felt deep inside, maybe with this burdens card here, to be able to connect in and communicate that in a very positive way, joyful, exuberant, but positive way, being very brave to go deep with your emotions here and share with another person. But there may be struggles around this because it is opposition energy that's playing out between Mercury and moon. So Mercury sitting in Taurus and the moon sitting in Scorpio. So Scorpio moon sometimes can be a little bit intense. I always find intensity when the moon's in Scorpio, and because it's sitting in opposition to that Mercury wanting just facts and communication, there may be a little bit of struggle to actually communicate what you're really feeling here, Aries, around you. So I hope you have a beautiful week. You do have some beautiful cards on the table here down the bottom with the fire deck. So there's lots of really focusing on your connections here, and that bringing in that radiant, beautiful energy around you. So thank you for joining me, Aries. I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Taurus, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, to your astrology and tarot reading for the week ahead. The reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May, and I'm going to be letting you know which planets may be affecting you most this week. Now, there is a little bit playing out around your energy, Taurus, your first house. So when I talk about the first house, I'm talking about Taurus ascendant only at this time. So here we've got some things coming to a completion here for you, Taurus. So beautiful energy on the cards and great potential, positivity with the sun energy here, and we do have the sun in your first house. So while we've got the sun in the first house, it's a great time to really focus on achieving here, completing projects and using the potential of this energy to get through whatever's going on around you. Now the 7th of May will have the moon in Virgo. It'll be trining your energy, Taurus. So trining the sun in your first house. Now the moon in Virgo for you is going to be your 5th house. This is all about how you have fun, your creativity here. It's here to help you because it's trining energy. So it's saying this moon in Virgo at this time is really wanting you to be practical and stable with your energy, but have a little bit more fun and be a little bit more creative. It could also bring a heightened intuition into your projects and potential here as well. So a bit of feel practical magic is what I'm feeling around you, Taurus, over this time with this beautiful energy that's taking place. Now on the 8th of May we'll have the moon in Virgo, but it's going to be opposing Pisces. So this could be a little bit of intensive energy around you. Now it may not be affecting you as much as the trining energy of the moon in Virgo, trining the sun in your sign. But I do feel that this energy on the 8th is a little bit more tension here, as the Virgo moon wants its needs to be practical, but it's clashing with the energy of that fluidity of Saturn in Pisces. Now, Saturn wants to work hard. It wants to overcome obstacles. It wants to face obstacles head on, but it is in Pisces, so it really just needs to be going with the flow here and not being forceful and not putting like fighty energy to try and force things to happen. It needs to be really flowy and go with the flow here. Now, at the same time that this is happening, that this opposition of this moon and moon in Virgo opposing the Saturn in Pisces, will also have the moon will be squaring Jupiter in Gemini. So Gemini energy comes into play here with that communication, with learning new skills, expanding your knowledge base here, but it will be the Jupiter energy wants to expand and grow this information. So what I'm feeling around this energy for you, Taurus, is really just try and take it slow here and go with the flow, as this energy comes in on the 8th of May. Now, on the 10th of May, we'll have the moon in Libra. And for you, this, of course, is going to be your 6th house. 6th house is all about your health here. It's also about your caring for other people. Now, what's going on the 10th of May as the moon goes into Libra, it's going to be trining those beautiful energies of Jupiter in Gemini. This could create a beautiful, harmonious and expansive energy between your emotions and your intellect here. So it's a beautiful energy. It's a great time to achieve here around the 10th of May. So get through some of your potential projects or make some achievements here. It's really good harmonious energy for you to bring in great positive energy of the sun, but it feels to be energy around getting things done, good communication. Things feel like they happen pretty easy around this time. But I do feel your good positive days for this week is going to be the 7th, as we have that moon in Virgo trining the sun in your 1st house. I feel this is really positive, harmonious energy to help you with potential and completing and really positive energy. And again, on the 10th of May, we've got as the moon will be trining Jupiter in Gemini. Now, Gemini is going to be your, let me have a look for you, where Taurus will be your 2nd house. This is your 2nd house of your confidence, of your skills, your resources, and how you make your money. It's actually the ruler, Taurus is the ruler of the 2nd house in the zodiac. So I feel these are going to be really heightened positive days for you. But I hope you enjoy your week ahead, Taurus, and I will be back again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome, Gemini, to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. Now, this reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. Now, I'm going to be reading the chart to see which cards are going to be, which planets are going to be most influential on you this week and which may be affecting you this week. I'll also be pulling cards for you. Now, I've pulled this card for Taurus, so I am going to pull one more. We've got a lot of harmony and working together energy here as well, but we do have some aspects of Jupiter in your 1st house. We'll be making some aspects to some other planets this week, and I feel this is going to affect you in a beautiful, harmonious, positive way with these cards on the table. Now, I'm going to skip to the things I think are going to affect you the most. I feel like it's going to be the 10th of May. We're going to have the moon in Libra. Libra for you is going to be your 5th house. This is how your creativity levels, how you have fun, how you have joy, pleasure-seeking energy here. It's going to be trining your 1st house, which is Jupiter in your 1st house. So this is going to create a very harmonious, expansive energy between emotions and intellect over this time. It's a great time for potential. It's a great time for achieving. It's a great time for positive energy and creativity. So it's saying that you really need to use this momentum at this time. The 10th of May, midweek for you, is going to be the most positively aspected time. So use this momentum to get things done, to complete projects, to be really harmonious with your energy at this time, and to try and be really positive at this time as well. So I'm looking also at the 8th of May. Also, we've got a bit of energy going on with your 1st house here. The moon will be squaring your 1st house. So the moon will be in Virgo. So for the Virgo, for you, Gemini, we're talking about your 4th house. This could affect your home situation or your family situation. A little bit of struggle here, trying to get balance and harmony between other family members or your housing situation. Trying to find a little bit more comfort in your home. Maybe you're trying to get a little bit more balance in how your home feels, the energy of your home here at this time. So this is the 8th of May here. So it can be a little bit unpredictable energy, I feel. Given that we've got that fluidity of Pisces here as well coming into the mix on the 8th of May, because what's going on, we've got the moon in Virgo will be opposing the Saturn that's in Pisces. So this energy here is you needing to be very fluid with your intuition, with your logical responses, and how you see things. So from a very just going with the flow kind of perspective here. But it's also going to be squaring the moon. The moon's going to be squaring your 1st house. This is why it's affecting you the most on this day. So it could be a little bit difficult, this energy on the 8th, to bring this into harmony and balance, and it may affect mostly your 4th house of house and family if you're in a Gemini and ascendant. But other than that, we get into the 10th of May energy, and we've got this beautiful moon in Libra trining the Jupiter that's in your 1st house, bringing this great new optimism and just beautiful energy coming your way, positive radiant energy coming your way around about the 10th. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Gemini. I will see you again at next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your astrology and tarot reading for the week ahead. Now this reading is going to go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. When I'm talking about the houses, I'm talking about the ascendant signs only. So I'm going to take a look at what the planets are doing. There's a few aspects and placements that the planets are making over this week, but I'm going to choose the ones that I feel are going to be affecting you most. Now I feel it's going to be the energy around Aries and Pisces, because of course they're your cardinal sign, like the Aries sign, and your trining energy to the Pisces energy. That's, I feel, is the most relevant energies of the planets for you over this time. Could be a little bit of chaos energy coming your way with the Tower, but it's saying that you need to be very brave here with the Strength card. So be very brave, but it also could bring in financial gains at this time as well. Now let me get further into the energy to see what's going on here, the ones that's going to be most relevant to you. I'm going to look at the moon on the 8th of May. The moon will be in Virgo. So the Virgo for you, Cancer, is going to be your 3rd house. This could affect your communication, your learning, your understanding here. Maybe you need to get more learning or understanding, or maybe you need to change your communication at this time, because we'll have the moon opposing Saturn in Pisces, making things just a little bit difficult, because Saturn likes to shake things up and make things just a little bit difficult, a bit more challenging. But as long as you're trying to go with the flow of the energy and not butting your head against it, I feel you won't run into too much problems here. So it's not about it's saying you need to be brave and have strength, but I feel like it's about kind of going with the flow of the energy as well, and be open to the gains that come from that. So I'm also feeling for you, we've got this energy of, let me take a look at what else is really relevant at this time. So we've got the Libra energy. Moon goes into Libra on the 10th of May. So that's going to affect you because it is going to be squaring your energy here as I take a look, squaring your energy with the Libra, and the Libra is going to be your 4th house. So this could affect your home, your family kind of energy here. Now it's squaring, so it poses maybe a little bit of difficulties that are occurring there with this energy, and it's saying, but it will be trining beautiful expansive Jupiter energy in Gemini. So this is harmonious and expansive energy, but it could be also expansive to whatever's going on with your situation. And because there may be a little bit of struggle going on there around the family or your home, now it may not even be like, don't jump straight to worst case scenario. All it could be around your home is that you're struggling to feel comfortable, or you're struggling to find peace and sanctuary within your home, and this could be where the problem is trying to really rectify by trying to get more flow, trying to get more energy flow here, because we are talking about Pisces energy and Saturn in Pisces. So this could be the challenge that you're up against, trying to have a bit more harmonious flow. Could be looking at taking a look at feng shui within your home. Could be taking a look at the energy of the people in your home and how they affect the energy flow of your home here. But there is gains on the table here with this card here, and we have this energy around the 10th of May with the Libra energy, which is affecting you as the Jupiter, as it trines that Jupiter energy, could bring more luck and expansion of here within your home. So more money into the home, more gains into the home here at this time. So I feel this is positive energy around you, as long as you're going with the flow and not making a bigger energy out of it, because we are talking about the challenges of Saturn in Pisces, but we are talking about the Jupiter expansion here. So we don't want to expand on the problems and make them appear bigger than what they are. So go with the flow here. Be very brave here with this current situation. It's only around about the 8th of May. Let's look for something a little bit more positive for you at this time. For you, Cancer, we're going to take a look over here on the 11th of May. So there's another aspect occurring that could be affecting you. We've got Scorpio moon. The moon will be sitting in Scorpio. Now that's trining your energy. Moon's your ruler. Is going to be sitting in a fellow water sign like yourself. So it's going to be very comfortable there. It could bring in heightened dreams, heightened sensitivity, heightened emotions, or heightened intuition, but it feels very comfortable here. It will be opposing Taurus Mercury, so it could be having a little bit of issues around communication here. So just having really clear lines of communication could be the only issue at that time. So as long as you're being brave here and being clear with your communication, you shouldn't have any dramas around this. But I do feel it's beautiful energy with this moon in, because moon's your ruler, and it's where you're very comfortable, but it's going to be sitting trining your energy. Helpful, beautiful energy from Scorpio, asking you to go very deep with your emotions, going into deep trance states, going into beautiful intuition, going into really beautiful calming energy. It feels quite soft and flowy and calming energy, as I feel the moon is just really comfortable in this placement. Even though it's not in its home sign of Cancer, I do feel the energy here is helpful energy to you. It just may mean that you may go that little bit deeper with your emotions or your sensitivities at this time. So I hope that makes sense to you, Cancer, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome, Leo, to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. The reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. I'm going to be taking a look at the astrology chart to see which planets are going to have the biggest effect on you at this time. Now, I'm probably going to take a look at what's going on in Taurus, because that will be either squaring you or opposing you, so you'll have some energies playing out around that. I won't go into the Aquarius energies of the Pluto, because Pluto is going to be there for 20 years. So I am going to have a look at the squaring energy of what else it's doing in the Taurus Scorpio placement and how they'll be affecting you over this week. The other one that I will take a look at for you will be the Aries, and anything going on with Aries, because that's trining energy and it's here to help you at this time. So let's take a look at those signs. Now we're starting with the Taurus energy on the 7th of May. We've got the sun in Taurus, so it's beautiful time to shine. Sun's your ruler, so it's time to shine because it's sitting in a fellow sign of yours, which is a fixed sign. One of the placements that could be affecting you will have the moon in Virgo trining the sun in Taurus. Taurus affects you because it's also a fixed sign as well, and it will be squaring your energy. So this moon in Virgo for you is going to be your second house. So this could be affecting your confidence. It could be affecting your skills, how you make your money here. Could all be affected by this energy. Now the moon is about emotional vulnerability at this time in your second house. Could be feeling vulnerable emotionally about your confidence or your value or your worth at this time. It is trining the sun in Taurus, so it is there to help that energy of that sun in Taurus. Taurus for you, Leo, is going to be your fourth house of home home and family. So it's these energies where working together, the family, working together with the your confidence and skills, and falling back on family members here for support and help where needed, or you could be the help that is needed to family members at this time. Now this placement is going to be it's going to encourage calmness and methodical approaches to the challenges that are around you. It does support emotional resilience at this time, and making things easier to navigate with the difficulties that's around you, and being able to navigate them in a very clear way with that sun shining brightly in Taurus at this time. It is squaring your energy, so it is asking you to have patience and logic at this time as you bring this into harmony and balance, but can also allow you to multitask efficiently at this time, and maintain some sense of personal space could be really important at this time as well. So the Seeker card with the Knight of Ether is asking you to go deeper on your quest for knowledge and information. Now that information could be coming in the form of Mercury. So let's take a look at one of the placements of Mercury and see what Mercury will be doing that could be affecting you the most. Now it's going to be this Taurus Mercury, of course, because Taurus energy is squaring your energy, and we'll have Mercury sitting there, and this is where you're seeking information, seeking deeper knowledge, understanding. So on the 11th of May, we'll have Scorpio moon will be opposing the Taurus Mercury. So this could be a bit of dynamic energy here. The moon wants to think about your emotions here. It wants you to go deep with your emotions. It could reveal hidden truths. You could be revealing some of your emotions here. While Mercury Taurus does like really tangible communication, it may lead to a little bit of power struggles, because we are talking about Scorpio, around getting the truth of the matter, getting straightforward opinions, straightforward truth against somebody's opinions or emotions, expressing emotions at this stage. Now it can be a little bit of stubbornness around this energy as well, but it can be difficulties in expressing your emotions very clearly at this time. So seek insights into how you can understand what's going on a deep emotional level, and how you can express that in a very clear way with that Mercury energy if needed. Otherwise it could be something where you may need to keep opinions to yourself here, because you may have difficulties in expressing what your feelings are in a logical way. So there could be a little bit of difficulties at that time. Trust your intuition at this time, but you may have to rely on logic with that energy of the Mercury will be let me tell you, it's in the Taurus energy. Mercury will be in Taurus, so that's going to be your 10th house. This could be related to your work, your role in life, and what you do. So it's really about having clear communication and not becoming too emotionally attached here with that moon across from that energy, or opposing the energy there on the 11th. So really not getting too emotionally invested in what you're trying to communicate. Try and keep the emotions out of it, and use a little bit more logic here to get the message through in a much clearer way. This could relate to your role in life, or your work, your job, career in this situation. Lots of opportunities on the horizon could come from this with the 7 of Cups and the options card. It is saying, I'm feeling you need to count your blessings. He focuses on the beautiful things that you already have in your life, because I feel that's how you're going to get many more options around you, because that just came in, that little message for you at this time. Now also looking at the moon on the 7th, so earlier in the week, is going to be trining the sun in Taurus. Taurus affects you, as I said, because it's squaring your energy. So we've got this beautiful positive energy that's happening with the sun in Taurus and the moon in Virgo. Now Virgo for you is going to be playing out in your 2nd house, your how you're value yourself, your confidence level here. So we've got some really positive energy coming up around that on the 7th, so earlier on in the week. I feel this is when you're going to have lots of beautiful options around you, but you really need to dedicate your efforts here. Now this is related to the Saturn energy, and this is going on around the 8th of May. We've got the moon in Virgo is going to be opposing the Saturn in Pisces. This energy could be a little bit of tension between emotional sensitivity and the structured discipline of efforts here with the 8 of Coins here. So where you're putting your efforts against where emotional productivity. So not letting your emotional productivity or your emotions block your productivity at this time. I do see victory on the cards on the table for you over, and I feel you're going to get through this situation. Now, while the moon Virgo opposing Saturn in Pisces on the 8th of May could be causing a little bit of tension, it will be squaring the energy of Jupiter in Gemini. Now, this could be bringing in much more growth here. It could be bringing in lucky energy. It could be expanding whatever situation is around you, that you can focus on it a little bit better to deal with it. It's really being energy of Saturn, and really just putting the work boots on here and doing what needs to be done, tackling the information, tackling whatever situation's going on around you for you to claim victory here. I feel that's happening around about the 8th of May. So hopefully you have a beautiful week ahead, Leo. I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome Virgo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. So going to be taking a look at what the planets are doing and letting you know which ones will be affecting you most over this current week. This week will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. So Virgo, there is a little bit going on with you at the moment, and when I talk about the houses, I'm talking about the ascendant signs only. So Virgo, there's a little bit going on with your energy here. Now we will have the moon in Virgo on the 7th. This could bring with it, this is your first house. The moon brings emotional vulnerability here with the regret, 5 of Cups and regret card. It could make you just a little bit more emotionally sensitive at this time. It will be trining the sun in Taurus, so this is a beautiful harmonious flow with that sun energy. So it's really about looking on the positive side with that sun energy. So it's saying you need to balance here the energy of the sun. So the sun's here to help that moon energy. So if you can focus on the positives and not be weighed down by that emotional depth, I feel that things are going to go a little bit smoother for you at this time. Now it does encourage a time of calm and methodical approach to your challenges here, instead of just getting overwhelmed by that moon energy that's coming into place on the 7th of May. It will still be there on the 8th of May, but on the 8th of May it's going to start opposing the Saturn in Pisces. Now opposing energy is difficult energy, it's challenging energy. Pisces wants you to go with the flow. It wants you to take a look at your boundaries, where people are pushing your boundaries, but it's also asking you to go with the flow of the universe and trust the universe here. Maybe some difficulties around your connections here, or it's showing a beautiful ascension around connection. So that means leveling up with your connections around you, your partners, your loved ones, really taking things to the next level for some of you. Now I'm also feeling, coming back to this energy on the 8th with the moon in Virgo opposing that Saturn in Pisces. Saturn just wants you really just to focus on achieving. It wants you to focus on overcoming or getting through the current situation. So you may find a little bit of emotional sensitivity around the 7th and 8th, but Mercury, the Saturn there that's going to be sitting in that position of opposing energy is just saying, really just trust the process here, trust the flow of the universe. You've got everything you need to get through this situation. You may make some beautiful connections out of it. You may be able to connect deeper to your own personal feelings at this time. Over that time. Now Virgo, if there's other things going on for you, let me just take a look at what else is going on the chart here. So Virgo, we're going to be looking at, of course, we've got that Taurus energy is going to be affecting you, the beautiful sun energy there, radiant energies here to help you at this time. So if you can focus on those positive aspects, that's going to be really beneficial. We also have Mercury sitting there. Mercury wants you to focus on understanding a little bit more, communicating with other people. We've got that connection with others, and Mercury wants you to focus on communication at this time. So being really clear with communication and not emotional with communication. So the only 2 days I feel is the 7th and 8th for you that could be a little bit of a struggle because of that moon energy there. But if you just go with the flow here and know that you will get through this, it's ascension energy with the 9th of ether there is saying that you just need to raise your levels here and connect with other people. I feel that everything is going to be fine for you with the cards on the table. So thank you so much for joining me, Virgo. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. Now this reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. And I'm going to focus on some of the things that may be affecting you most at this time. So the things that I feel I will need to look at in the chart will be the energy around the moon when it goes into your sign. With over this week, moon's going into your first house if you are a Libra ascendant, but also the energy of Aries may be affecting you at this time, being that it's a cardinal sign. There's a lot of planets sitting in Aries at the moment. I'm just pulling the cards as I'm taking a look at the chart to see what else is going on around here. The ones that I'm going to take a look, the placements are going to be where the moon goes into your house on the 10th. Will go into your first house if you're a Libra ascendant, and it's going to be trining the energies of Jupiter in Gemini. Beautiful energies for you. This is going to be your best day. Here will be the round about the 10th because of this beautiful energy that's taking place. So here I feel this is middle of the week, and then we go into the end of the week at the 10th and the 11th as we have the moon in Libra. Now moon in Libra can make you more sensitive. It can make you the emotions a little bit emotionally whelming, or it can make stronger intuition at this time. It could be a time to reflect on childhood memories or memories of the past as well at this time. But I do feel that it's good, strong energy around you. Now, what's going on is the moon will be on the 8th of May. I'm going to go with the 10th of May because it's in Virgo on the 8th of May. But on the 10th of May, it will go into your first house. And here it will be trining Jupiter in Gemini. Now, for you, Gemini is going to be your, let me just find the Gemini. For you, and I'm reading Libra. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of readings today, Libra. It'll be your 8th house. So this is your depth and how deep you go. It's about sharing yourself very deeply with another person here. Maybe there's a little bit of chaotic energy about trying to express yourself emotionally and having that depth with another person. But I do feel it's quite harmonious energy. It's expansive energy. It's growth energy. Brings in a lot more intellect, emotional intellect as well at this time with that moon and Libra. Moon in Libra and Jupiter in Gemini working together here. It could be a time of social charm, optimism, natural psychic abilities here, and balance to your emotional depth and intellectual curiosity as well at this time. I do feel like you need to go deeper here because it is your 8th house. So that emotional curiosity could be striking you where you're wanting to go deeper and understand a little bit more what's going on in the world, what's going on with the people around you, understanding why things happen the way they happen, understanding why things have happened in your past here because we have the past card here. So I feel like there's that depth of energy happening around your 8th house on the 10th of May at this time. So just taking a look at what else is going on that may be affecting you at the moment. I won't go with the Scorpio moon. We'll just stick to the Libra moon because that's going to be the biggest one for you. So for you, the biggest energy will be around the 10th of May. Now, it could be that you're balancing out energies with this Tower card and trying to get balance between your emotions and your intellect. And it could be a little bit of rational energy needed at this time, like a mediator. Now, it could be you needing to mediate between your emotions and your intellect, or it could be a mediator required for some kind of communication between two people around you where you're needing to get out information but it's not coming out in the way it needs to come out. So there could be a need for a mediation here, someone to step in and help where two heads are butting together. But if it's not related to another person around you, it's related to you trying to balance your emotions against your intellect here. Now, it's saying here you've got the Ace of Ether, indicating that purpose and what your intention in this world is, and maybe you're trying to really justify what's going on in your present moment relating to you meeting your purpose against your past and everything you've been through in the past, and how that is also connected to your purpose in this life as well. So this is a little bit of energy that you're trying to balance over this week here with this energy, and it could be quite heightened around about the 10th of May. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Libra, and I will see you again for your tarot astrology reading next week. Welcome Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant sign to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. I'm going to be taking a look at what the planets are doing and letting you know which days may be affected by the planets this week. This week's reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. Also going to be pulling cards for you to give you a bit more of a personal insight here. Now, Scorpio, we have the moon sitting in your first house on the 11th of May. The end of the week is when the moon is going to be entering your house. This one's probably going to be affecting you the most, so I'm going to jump over to that one now. The other energies that may be affecting you is the Saturn in Pisces energy that's taking place there, because it's a trining your energy. That Saturn energy is also water sign just like you. And we could be feeling energies playing out around Taurus energy could be affecting you as well. So I will run through some of those as well. Starting with the 11th of May at the end of the week, this one here could be affecting you most because it's the moon in your first house. Now, the moon in your first house, the Scorpio moon, is going to be opposing that Taurus Mercury. So this could bring a bit of issues or conflict or struggles when it comes to revealing your true deep feelings in a logical way, because Mercury is very logical, where the Scorpio moon is quite over emotional. So here it's about trying to get through your ideas or your thoughts or your words in a way that are logical and understandable by other people without being too over emotional. So that could be taking place towards the end of the week. Now, this can be it manifests as difficulty in expressing emotions clearly or feeling understood in conversations. You need to find a balance between your emotional honesty and practical communication here. You need to also, it could be relying on trusting your intuition or relying on logic here, or trying to balance the two, your intuition against your logic here at the end of the week. Now, the other things that could be taking place and affecting you on the 7th of May, we have moon in Virgo, and it will be trining the sun in Taurus. Now, Taurus energy is going to be your opposition energies. This could be taking place in your 7th house if you're a Scorpio ascendant, around your relationships. This could be a little bit of a this trining energy that's taking place with the moon. Moon's about emotions, sun's about how you feel fulfilled, your soul's nurtured, and how you shine in the world. There could be a bit of a harmonious flow going on between emotions and identity here, but I do feel this energy is could be related to somehow with your relationships, because it's taking place over in your 7th house. Where the Taurus is, the sun's in Taurus in your 7th house, but it's going to be trining the energy of moon in Virgo. Now, moon in Virgo wants to feel practical and stable with its energy, with this what's going on all with the earth signs around you. So it's bringing into balance, practical balance, your emotional. So this Virgo's analytical nature, it does complement the Taurus energy, making it really good energy here for well-grounded decision making, especially in situations where you're feeling quite trapped and vulnerable. You need to persevere here, because the Taurus energy, the earth signs are all about perseverance. They're all about getting through situations, being stubborn, also being able to accomplish and achieve situations here with this earth energy. So it's really about holding perseverance here with the 7 of Wands. Now, it's saying when it comes to your coins here and your money, you need to hold tight on any spending here. Don't be frivolous with your spending or investing here at this time. Hold tight, so don't sell, don't buy. It's really just holding your money at the moment at that time. Now, with the this week, it's all about persevering through the situation, making the most of this sun in Taurus energy that's going to be trining the moon in Virgo, especially in situations where you feel trapped. Don't do anything that's out of the ordinary, especially when it comes to your money or your spending, and being able to be very compassionate with those around you that may not be dealing with the situations as well as you. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Scorpio, and I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. Now, I've pulled your cards for you for your message, and I'm going to be taking a look at what the planets are doing and see which ones are going to be affecting you most. Now, I feel you're going to be most affected earlier on in the week, around the 7th and 8th, when we have the moon in Virgo. Now, Virgo will be squaring your energy, so it could be a little bit challenging for you to feel, you may feel tired or lethargic, I feel, with this energy of the moon in earlier in the week, squaring your energy. So this moon may make you feel tired, it may make you feel restless, it may make you feel like you're not getting enough sleep here. But this is playing out around your 10th house of your career. In Virgo for you is going to be your 10th house. So this is where your role in life, your work, your career, your job. Maybe you've been pushing the boundaries, you've been pushing yourself too hard lately. Maybe it just catches up with you and feels overwhelming at this time. It could be that you're needing to start anew. You could be starting something new or a new project. You're searching for meaning, you're searching for depth, you're searching for something different. You're quite ambitious at this time. The energy is quite good and strong. Now, it's ambitious because the moon in Virgo and the sun in Taurus at this time is practical energy. Earth energy is quite stable energy. It's very ambitious energy. It can be stubborn energy. It can be energy about moving forward. Taurus energy represents the second house of the zodiac, and that's all about how you make your money. It's how you make your coins. It's how you make your confidence level, your skills, your resources, how you value yourself. So maybe you're needing to find where you're confident, find where your skills are, and really focus all your energy into this to be ambitious, to be successful. Could be starting something completely new for you, new energy around you. It could be related to babies or young people around you, but I feel like there's new energy coming your way. But it's just really around the 7th of May, 7th and 8th of May is when you're going to be most affected. It could be quite tiring energy. This moon energy may be overwhelming. It may be feeling tired. But I do feel if you're using it in the right way, to boost your skills, to raise your confidence, I feel that's going to make you quite ambitious to achieve. But it may be that you need to change your path just slightly, seek a new path or seek new beginnings, and really focus on what your skills are, what your positive traits are here, because that's where your ambition lies, that's where your success lies. So if you can get through that first week where you're feeling a little bit tired and run down, maybe you've been pushing yourself too hard in your career or your job or your role in life, and find something where it feels a little bit more harmonious or aligned to your level of skills or confidence. I feel that's where your ambition will lie, and that you'll find after the 7th and 8th, I feel the energy will shift a little bit, and that's when you're going to start looking to seek new paths or new beginnings or new energy around you. Or it could be that you'll hear about a new baby. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Ascendant to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. I'm going to be taking a look at the chart and let you know which placements may be affecting you the most this week. I'm also going to be pulling your tarot for you. This reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. So I've got some cards already on the table for you. We'll go put them in their opposite position. There we go. So which one fell out first? Now, the placements that are going to be affecting you most this week is going to be when the moon goes into Virgo, because we already have that sun in Taurus. Now this is all affecting you in a positive way because it's all trining your energy. It's here to help you. It's all the energy of the earth. So on the 7th of May we'll have the moon in Virgo. It's also there on the 8th of May, but it's going to be trining the energy of sun in Taurus. So this is all trining your first house because you're a Capricorn. So and I'm only talking first houses, I'm talking about Capricorn ascendants only. So it's a harmonious flow that's going on here, with the moon being emotional, the sun being your outward expression, finding practical applications here for your emotions or your inner world and expressing it outwardly with that sun energy. Could be good grounding, confidence, emotional security at this time. Now it's a great time here for you to encourage this calm, methodical approach to your challenges. It could be emotional resilience here. It could make things easier to navigate the difficulties or the patience and logic. So having logic and patience around this time is going to be really helpful. Now, the 8th of May, we're still going to have the moon in Virgo, which is trining your energy. The moon's here to help you, getting in touch with your inner self, your inner feelings here is really going to be helpful to you. But it is going to be opposing that Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is your ruler. Saturn is in Pisces, wanting you just to go with the flow here, not be so rigid in your approach to things. There may be some things that you need to walk away from with this energy. We do have, I feel that's also relevant to this card here, is the Neptune has just moved into Aries. Now Aries is squaring your energy, so this is a little bit of a challenge for you to rectify this energy. what Neptune wants to do is dissolve anything that doesn't work for you anymore. And Neptune is entered into Aries. Now, Aries for you, Capricorn, is your first house. This is around your house, your home, your family. So any area around your house that's just not working for you, maybe it's old furniture, maybe it's something in your home that you need to throw away, maybe it's the balance and the flow of the energy in your home, but you need to walk away from certain things that are just not working anymore. Throw away things that are not working in your home as well to get a little bit more balance and harmony around the energy or the feng shui in your home, whether this is related to improving the flow of energy or improving the relationships and the harmony of the people or your family members here. I feel it's all connected. Now, this is right through the week that this is taking place, but it's going to be quite strong around the 8th of May when we have that Saturn in Pisces energy will be opposing that moon in Virgo. So I feel this is going to be quite strong around you, but if you can get a bit more flow with this energy when it comes to your home, I feel that's going to be really important at this time. Now, the energy of Pisces is going to be your third house of communication, so there's going to be a need for harmonious communication or working out where you need to walk away from arguments to improve the flow in the situation. Some things are just not worth fighting over. So hope you do have a beautiful week ahead. I feel that you're going to be evolving this week, raising your energy, lifting your energy, and really working on getting harmony and balance, walking away from things that are no longer working for you or walking away from arguments that are not worth the fight here to improve the flow of the situation or the flow of the energy or the flow of the relationships with the family members. So hopefully that makes sense to you, and I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Capricorn. I will see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant signs to your astrology reading for the week ahead. Now I'm going to be taking a look at what the planets are doing and which ones may be affecting you most this week. So looking at the placements, this reading will go from the 5th of May through to the 11th of May. So looking at the placements that I feel are going to be most relevant, I feel the end of the week on the 11th we'll have the moon move into Scorpio. This I feel is going to be the challenging energy for you because it's falling on your quadrant of fixed signs here, Scorpio also being a fixed sign. So this energy is going to be squaring your energy, so it's going to be forming a little bit of a challenging energy. Now this energy of the Scorpio moon is going to be opposing Taurus energy, the Mercury in Taurus, so it could be bringing difficulties in communication already just with these two placements without it already squaring your first house. It could be manifest difficulty in expressing emotions clearly or being misunderstood in communication because it's got this Mercury sitting across from the moon. A moon is emotional vulnerability, wanting to be going deep with your emotions because it is a Scorpio moon. I always find the Scorpio moons quite challenging, and I'm a Aquarius ascendant, so I do feel this energy here is and it does square our energy, so it always feels a little bit more emotionally vulnerable when the moon goes into Scorpio. Now it is forming a challenging aspect because it has Mercury sitting across from it. Mercury is at 1 degree in Taurus, which is also going to be squaring our energy, and the moon is at 3 degrees on the 11th, so it will sit in that Scorpio energy into next week as well. But I'm just going to talk about the end of the week for now. I always find this energy quite challenging. Now we also have the 7 of Swords, and we're talking about deception here, so it's really need to keep our eyes open towards deception or trickery around this time. This is the most challenging energy of the week. Now it could be also within communication and really understanding when people are telling the truth to us or expressing their emotions in a very clear and honest way. Maybe there's going to be issues around that. Now we've got some beautiful energy for the rest of the week. We have this beautiful 3 of Cups indicating that we just need to go with the flow. We may need a bit of time to focus our energy towards healing ourselves, healing our own energy here, really focusing on herbs and natural remedies, maybe some brews or some teas here could be really helpful at this time, but really just thinking celebrating luck, health, enjoyment and growth, I feel, is very important for the rest of the week, for the whole entire week, in fact, Aquarius. Beautiful, enjoying energy around you, focusing on healing, focusing on natural remedies at this time, being compassionate with other people, being in your upright position with the Queen of Cups here. Beautiful flowing energy, I feel, having cup full, because we have this Three of Cups energy, so it's a full cup here. Lots of cups and harmonizing with other people, other relationships, except for when we hit the moon in Scorpio at the end of the week. So this is where we need to keep our eyes eyes open towards deception. Maybe it's a time just to pull your head under the covers, just go within for a little bit, take time for healing, some relaxing, calming energy with some kind of teas or herbs to relax the energy at this time. The rest of the week is going to be quite beautiful, flowing, beautiful, enjoying, relaxing energy, quite good energy around you, except for that end of that week and maybe into early next week. So enjoy the week. Just build your energies up for the end of the week, and really just don't go into battle at this time. Don't go into conflict at this time. Really just because there could be a little bit of trickery around the situation, and then at the end of the week or into next week, your eyes will be open and you'll think, well, why did I even say that? Or why did they say that to me? So it's miscommunication at this time and not reading the energies very well towards the end of the week. So other than that, enjoy your beautiful week ahead, Aquarius, and I'll see you again next week for your tarot and astrology reading. Welcome, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant, to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. Now, we do have some placements that will be affecting your first house with the Pisces energy here, and that is going to be the 8th of May will be affecting you most at this time, because we'll have the moon in Virgo. It's going to be opposing you. So the moon's going to be sitting over there in your 7th house, your house of relationships. So it could bring a little bit of emotional depth to relationships, or emotional vulnerability when it comes to relationships around you. So this is going to be on the 8th of May. This will be your most challenging day. The cards are saying just relax at this time. Don't get too over emotional at this time, because the moon goes into your opposition. So just really relax at this time. The rest of the time I feel is going to be quite flowy with your energy, apart from this day. Now it may feel a little bit trapped with this energy, trapped energy when it comes to relationships, could feel a little bit trapped by your emotions. So here it's saying teamwork is really important, and getting a balance between your energy. Now why I say that is because it is taking place in your 7th house. 7th house of Virgo, sitting there. Now I'm just going to go further into that, because there's going to be a little bit going on around there. So what's going to be taking place will be the moon sitting in Virgo in your opposition, your 7th house. It will be opposing the Saturn energy in your 1st house. Saturn wants you to really work hard, work with others, have teamwork here to overcome and balance the energy here. Want you to work hard to overcome any obstacles or challenges. This is going to be further enhanced or further heightened by the moon squaring the Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter likes to blow things up and expand current situations. Now, Gemini being all about communication and understanding, working with other people and feeling like you can get a better understanding or communicate yourself well. Jupiter may even want to blow up situations or expand communication in some way, good or bad. Now here this energy is quite intense around the 8th house, the 8th of May. Now this moon in Jupiter in Gemini, this is going on in your 4th house. It could be around your family or your home that this energy is playing out. So Virgo being your 7th house of relationships could be affected by this energy. So there could be an element of expansion or unpredictability. It could be overindulgence or overwhelming emotions going on, because we are talking about the moon here in your opposition. So it could be bringing difficulty in balancing these emotions with the logic aspect of it. So you could be needing to focus more on the mental aspect or the logical aspect rather than the emotional aspect, because that emotional aspect could get you into deep water here. It's saying just relax those energies around the moon energies on the 8th. It's the Scorpio moon. So when the moon goes into Scorpio, I'm just intuitively picking up that this is going to be a little bit of a heated energy as well. Now the moon in Scorpio, it's helpful energy to you. It's meant to help you. This is on the 11th of May. So this moon, when it moves into Scorpio, is here to help you. It's here to go deeper with your emotions. It's beautiful, heightened intuition, going deeper with your intuition at this time. So great time to do that is at the end of the week. But it will be opposing the Taurus Mercury, and that's the communication. It could affect your communication here and your balance of the communication. But most affecting you this week will be the 8th of May, will be when the moon's in Virgo, which is your 7th house, opposing that Saturn in your 1st house, really making you work for this balance, work to put, and it's not just your work, it's teamwork, it's that of your family members, it's that of your partners, to really feel connected here and balanced opinions at this time, and not feel so trapped in the roles that you have now. But most of all, remember to relax at this time. Remember where the moon is. It's the moon in your 7th house could be affecting your feelings towards relationships. So just relax at this time. Don't be too overwhelmed by this energy. But other than that, just go for balance. Go for balance of opinions. Go for balance, heart and emotion and logic here. And just try and work in with the feelings of other people as well. And that is going to lead to a much better week ahead for you. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Pisces. I'll see you again next week for tarot and astrology reading.